Hello and welcome to official Elvatech's YouTube channel. Today we are visiting our friends at official representative of Benjamin Moore in Ukraine. So let's go then. So this is not our first time here and we are really happy to come back. Hope our friends feel the same. And today we will analyze the lead content in pigments that using for paint, and we will do it in a liquid form. For this kind of analysis we will use our handheld device ProSpector 3, and which will be positioned on a lab stand, and we also will use the sample cups to pour some liquid in there. We have a special calibration for a lead in paint content, and due to this, our analyzer will measure everything quickly and accurately, and also you can use any form if you would like to measure liquids or a powder. Today we will measure liquid and we'll show you how it works. Lead, as the heavy metal, can be beneficial for enhancing the paint's characteristic, such as durability and its brightness. However, the lead is really dangerous for health, especially for kids. Lead can be a cause of serious health problems, such as damage of your central nervous system. It can be a cause of anemia, bone and kidney tissues problem, and it also really influences for reproductive function. Lead has been used by humanity since ancient times, more specifically since Bronze Age. And despite its unique features, lead can accumulate in body for a long time, which makes it specifically very dangerous element. Despite the existing restrictions and regulations, lead is still used in various kind of products and on a lot of productions. And this is why it's really important to analyze this element using the right correct equipment for it. Modern society is actively working to combat the use of this toxic element in a lot of materials. And this is why in the United States of America and also in Europe, Euro Union, they use the special restrictions and regulations that trying to limit this element in the materials almost to a minimum. Key regulations to control lead content in any kind of materials include ROX regulation in Europe, which is actually states for restrictions of hazard substances. And in United States, it also has the special control by Environmental Protection Program, Environmental Protection Agency, and it includes such programs like Toxic Substances Control Act, which states for TSCA, and also there is another program that called Lead Renovation, Protection and Painting, which states for RRP. You cannot determine the lead content in any material without the specialized equipment, and X-ray fluorescence analysis is one of the key and most reliable methods to control the substances in any kind of material. This method is actually very simple for any kind of a lead analysis because it doesn't require any sample collection or sample preparation. All you have to do is just to direct your sample to the measuring window of the device and just start measuring. Everything else will be done by the analyzer. And now we are going to the place where all the magic happens. So follow me with that. Usually, all paints consist of two compounds. It's base and a colorant. And it's actually, you will never see the lead in base, like almost it's not happening. All the lead content can be get from the colorant. And this is very important compound to make sure that this is all safe. So let's take a look what we're gonna use here today. we have three colors, three colorants, and it's basically tallow green, red toner, and organic yellow. So we will mix base with all three colors. Here in this room, we have special equipment to make this happen. It's actually the shaker, which shakes the base paint. And then there is a special machine which actually pours some drops of the colorant, right in a base. And after it, the paint is actually becoming the real paint, is like by combining base and colorant in the correct proportion. And this is what we're gonna do today. So let's perform the analysis. All three samples we will pour in a special sample cups, and we will perform the liquid analysis. So here we have the special set that's going to be very useful for us to perform any kind of liquid analysis. First of all, we have the analyzer itself that's positioned on a lab stand, which will be helpful for measuring in some sample caps. We have the paint, we have the sample cups, and we have the pipettes. So let's start and get ready to an analysis. Cool, just look at this color. It's really nice. Right, and first of all, before you're gonna pour any liquid to the cup, you will need to make sure that the special film is positioned correctly and there's gonna be no liquid pouring out of the sample cup. So we have this one pretty tight and it's clean. Now we can just pour some paint in it. So we don't need to pour a lot of the paint, just a few millimeters to cover all the measurement area of the cup. Then we check it for any leaks again. Everything looks good and we can start our analysis. So we selecting the calibration lead-in paint. Also, we can just set a measurement time. Let's say 5 seconds of duration is okay, absolutely all right. Just for fast screening. Right, as we know that the sample is inside, it's positioned correctly. We also can check it out with using our camera that inbuilt in this device. And now we can start an analysis. So usually we have the data that goes with the paint and all regulations according to this as the gram per square centimeter. But just to show you how small the contamination of lead in this paint, we set our measurement for milligram per square centimeter. And the data we received for the measurement is 0.0005. So it's just a little, absolutely small contamination of it. And we done with our first sample. Let's move on to the second one, where we're gonna measure red toner, this kind of paint. So we need to perform almost the same procedure. Just open it up. Yeah, and this color is also really cool and grounded. Just look at it. Great. So we doing the same procedure here. Just taking a pipette and gonna pour some paint in our sample cups. So making sure that the protective film is positioned correctly and it's fixed. So we can use this sample cup, and the same, we pour just a little bit to cover the measurement area. So if you're gonna close it all, you will perform the correct measurement, correct analysis. And just need to switch both samples. And let's start with the second one. We'll name it 2 and let's go. Alright, so here we go with the second result. And here the existence of lead in this paint, it's even smaller. So it goes for 0.0003. And it has just a small error, which means 0.0001. So even if we're gonna include the error, our red toner has like from 0.0003 to a 4. So basically it has the same, and the contamination even smaller than in first one. But just to tell you that both paints are absolutely totally cool. Alright, now we're just closing our second sample cup. And let's move to the yellow one. And I think just by the color, it may has even lower data than we had with the green and the red. So just let's check it out. This color is also really cool and bright. Alright. Checking the sample cup. And again, we just shake and mix a bit. And again, this amount of liquid is absolutely alright because it's covering all the measurement area of the sample. And we just need to switch between two samples and can perform an analysis. And again, as I expect, this color will have the lowest contamination of lead, but it's just my bet. Let's see how it works. Alright, and here we have like really cool and probably the best result that everybody can expect. The contamination of lead in this paint is only 0.0001. So it's better than our two previous samples, but actually it doesn't says a lot because all of these 3 samples are absolutely good and going according to all regulations. If we're gonna talk about the rocks or about EPA. So here we have results. All colors are good, all paints are really good, and it can be used for both exterior and interior painting. In conclusion, we can say that any measurements for lead in paint, especially if you are specializing with it, is really important. And it will be able to tell you if you are strict with some regulations and if you follow them. And in general, if the paint you're working with is safe, because we all know that safety first. Also, we would like to thank to our friends from Benjamin Moore because they already gave us the second opportunity to show you the lead in paint analysis and to perform a test on their facility. And also, if you have any questions, we are really happy to answer all of them and leave you totally informed, and be sure that this all works correctly and it's practical actually. For any kind of analysis, if you have any doubts or you would like to receive any information, you can contact us directly via email or just call to our sales department. They will be able to give you all information and help you. And thank you for watching. It is really important for us to make sure that you are informed and know this topic if you need it. So if you have any questions, you can just leave them under the comments or contact our sales department. They will be happy to provide you with all the information. And if you like this video, please smash that like button. It's also really important for us to understand if we're doing the content that resonates with you. And just for more videos, you can follow us and smash the follow button. That's how you're gonna be in tune with our performance. And this is all for today. Thank you for watching again. Stay tuned and see you soon.